Excellent connection, you say? Alright, we're going to be playing multiplayer tonight, if I can find a game. Hey, look at that! I found one immediately. Oh, can I change my profile picture? Not that I mind the frog. I may have picked the frog, I don't remember. Come on, Nightmare Moon. I'm level 1. Level 18, level 27. I don't know how long it takes for you to level up. I've only played one multiplayer game. I feel like I didn't do poorly, but I didn't do great, so. Alright, I'm gonna go with horse. I'll go with body instead of fight here. I do think Horus is my favorite character in the game. Aesthetically, and how he plays, it's just his ability is super underwhelming. Well, good. I have a chance against Thane. Nazar might be a little bit more difficult for me to handle because I might attack the wrong clone and waste an AP. Or the wrong copy, not really the wrong clone. There's only one clone, one illusion. And Amber shouldn't really have any advantage besides maybe itemization. Horus is a pretty beefy character. That's why I like playing him. I like the fighters.
You all shall perish, fools.
Let's be courteous. How do I do this? Greetings. Alright, yeah, Berserker is really good for horse. Let's grab that. Oh, Heavy Flail is really good. Let's equip that as well, and... Where's my quest at? Right there? Hey, that's nice and close by. Perfect. And in fact, I'll put Rotten Fog, like, right here, just to get out of my hand. It's a really good start. My quest is really close by. I got a really good, first-hand item. It's not the best item, because it does rely on me attacking, being the attacker, not the defender. Let's see what they have real fast. So he has fight, I have body, he has ruin. Fight. What if I bring in fight? Oh, let me do that. Ooh, follower. Let me just see what she's equipping. Ooh, that's really good too. That's right, she starts off with a lot of gold, so she can equip a ton of items early on. Oh, he ran through my fog. I didn't actually expect that to hit anybody. I was just getting it out of my hand. Where did he go? Oh. I really need items to fight, because that's his character's whole shtick, is fighting. Alright, 50% chance. We'll go for it. Darn. Still got the fight, though. I can equip this, just because we have it. Then we'll just heal up off the quest that we failed. And then... let's see where my next quest is at. Alright, so body next. Don't care for the spirit stone, so we'll just get the freebie when we get there. All the way over there. Perfect. Hey, good evening, man. Or good morning to you, I guess. You're here nice and early. We're playing against other players today. We're not just playing against the AI. I'm gonna go for the king kill victory if I can. Yeah, it's yeah, very early morning, but still. Yeah, doing PvP. Since I've played all the characters, I figure I'm familiar enough with the game. I can start playing against other players and hopefully do okay. It's like my second time ever playing against players. Hey, it's Chia. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty good. I am very tired because I didn't sleep well last night, but I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. It's definitely gonna be a prestige win. I'm gonna try and go for a king kill.
It is law.
But we'll see. Right now they're all over on this side of the map. I'm over here by myself, so hopefully they just leave me alone. But I do need to actually keep an eye on these guys because I'm playing against actual players. Like, they're not predictable like the AI are. I should be able to use my special ability this game on my turn. Because Horus's ability is he can swap places with the King's Guard. So if I move to the mountain and move here, the King Guard will move to the mountain and I'll move into his spot. Normally you'd have to fight the King's Guard. But I don't have to. Look at that. I actually got to use it. That's exciting. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm familiar with Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. I wouldn't say it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, but I guess it's reminiscent. But yeah, you're in for a treat. Yeah, I still remember seeing the first time I saw the gameplay for the first Divinity Original Sin. I was just like, it blew me away just how interactive everything was. Like, I want to say it's the first game like that. I can't think of any other examples where you could just like interact with the environment so much. Like Dragon Age Origins kind of dipped into that with like spell combinations and stuff, but Divinity Original Sin like really just took that idea and ran with it, with the environment, the spells. It's a real treat. I haven't played the second one. I've only played the first one. I put off playing the second one for the channel, so eventually I'll play that on the channel. I'm gonna play through the entire Divinity franchise. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it. Disco Elysium is a great narrative RPG. Yeah. And you could say it's similar with like the class system because you can respec your characters like you can kind of in Final Fantasy. There's another game, Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. That's very reminiscent of Final Fantasy Tactics, if you're looking for another game like that. Yeah, well... Kuno's an idiot. How about that? That's why I took a swing at him. The only thing I did that was out of character that I wanted to do because he's just so darn annoying. I need to find a way to burn these cards. Well, I can use this one. I'm not going to use this one or this one. Mostly because I can't afford that. So I make it to my quest. Yeah, she's also annoying. The two of them are really annoying. And I think she encourages Kuno to act the way that he does because he almost seems to see reason every now and then, but then she says something to like encourage him. I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. They're both annoying though. They both need to get out of there. Definitely my most hated character in the game so far. Just ahead of the two racists we've run across in the game. They're up there too. But they're not as annoying. Just you know, just not good people. Alright. As long as I don't get a Bane here, I can make it to the my quest. Oh yeah, I'll take a Spirit Stone. Alright, 70% chance of success. I mean, I don't need the Spirit Stone. I'll go for it, why not? Yeah, I'm not familiar with the presets in, whoops, I wasn't paying attention. In Divinity Original Sin 2. I assume they're similar to the first one, though they've added a lot more abilities in the first one. Alright, I don't really care for the masquerade mask, but I do want the fight. You know what, just try and draw another card when I play this. Yeah, but even then, like, I've met street kids, and they aren't that obscene. I mean, he is a little younger. I guess I'm giving him a little more credit than I should. He's, like, what, like 12? I keep thinking he's a little older than that. So, yeah, he probably fits the bill. Still super annoying. Well, they're both street kids. Yeah, I think the summoning in Divinity Original Sin 2 looked really good. I like how they handled it compared to the first game. In fact, I know they improved upon a lot of stuff in the second game compared to the first one. Yeah, I need to run into a peril or something just to get rid of this, these cards that I have. And I have to go all the way over here. That's gonna take forever to get over there. You know, what I'll probably do is go down here and try and take this town just for some extra income. Hit up this dungeon and then just go this way. Or I can go this way and try and get into some fights. I mean, there's a settlement over here. There's two settlements over here I could grab. But that's... Nah, I have to go this way. Yeah, there's a lot of neat combinations, and I think blood magic is supposed to be really powerful. The whole Necromancer skill line is really powerful in Divinity Original Sin 2. It'd be hard to punch a kid in his belly. It's pretty short. I might try to pick a fight with Amber. It's really not worth my time, though. I think I'm just gonna go this way. I just want to quest so I can try to get to the king faster. Yeah, I'm wondering what happens if you actually land a hit earlier in the game. How that dynamic changes. If he'll leave or if he's, you know, less annoying. I gotta move that back. I enjoyed the world building in the first game. I can't speak for the second. I mean, they made it really quirky and, you know, zany, of course. It's not meant to be taken super seriously. Yeah, I tried to build the character how I feel like maybe I would have been built in the game. I'm not gonna fight her, I'm just gonna take this town and trek on this way. Yeah. Well, even like with the skill checks that I'm, you know, proficient in, I've failed quite a few of those. I've failed some 72% chances. I've failed some, you know, 58 or 53% chances. I mean, it's all a roll of the dice. Unless it's 100% chance, it's always a chance you can fail. Alright, I might attack him. Yeah, I can attack him on the next turn. He's sit on 5 prestige. He might get a prestige victory. Yeah. You can do all that. There's some pretty neat combinations to do with that stuff too, if you have the right traits. Or perks, or whatever they're called. Did you make your character, or did you pick one of the pre-made characters? What is she doing? Did she finish all of her quests? Why is she just walking in there? Well, no, she had to face the peril. Weird.
Shall cry.
Well, I kicked him in the head, but yeah. Hey, congrats, man. Maybe it's just time to watch me lose to other players. I can't not get comfortable in my chair today. That's really good. I don't have enough for it yet. So I know Thane... Yeah, Thane's right there. I could probably fight both of these guys. If I don't pull a Bane right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I got to actually beat him. I'm gonna burn a couple cards just to get rid of them. Hey Vigo, you made it on a Saturday. What a treat. Oh man, he's gonna beat me in a fight? Are you kidding me? We have the same amount of fight, but he burned all of his cards. Well, that's fine, I can attack him again. He doesn't have any cards to burn this time. So he has the same amount of fight as I do. It's crazy. Does he still beat me? That's absurd. Yeah, he still beat me. What the heck, man? That's so disappointing. I'm sitting on 2 health now. Yeah, the lizard character, I thought it was really cool looking. When I finally played through it, I'm going to make 1 custom character and then have 3 presets, of course. Because I like playing through games as myself. I don't want to play as a predetermined character. Not if I have a choice. Can't believe this little spellcaster punk beat me in combat. I'm Horse. Like, Horse's whole shtick is combat. If I can't beat a guy with 4 health, what can I do? You know? Like, he's not even putting points into his fight. They got wits. Yeah. Now if he pulls a spell card, like a flame or whatever, he can kill me next turn.
Let my rule be heard.
Wait. Oh, because of the, okay, cool. Because, the Dragon Clan don't take rot damage during the day. Yeah, I do really like the design of the lizard folk in, the original Sin 2. And it's also finally like a generic fantasy race, because you always have elves, dwarves, orcs, humans, halflings. Like, lizard people aren't commonly represented. I mean, Elder Scrolls has the Argonians, of course. That's really it, besides some like the more obscure fantasy titles like Winged Herald or something Herald. What's that game called? It was like it's a RPG game that was like developed for 24 years and just came out like a couple years ago. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, but they're not typically represented in video games. I know they're in D&D and stuff, but like besides like Neverwinter, the MMO, I don't think they're in any other video games. Alright, so I am going to... Ooh. Yeah, more swords. I want to kill things. I do have a peril up ahead. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Persona, but it's not my cup of tea. Good news is, I don't have any gold to steal, so... Joke's on you. Yeah, I don't want the Masquerade Mask, so I'm just going to get the fight. Alright, some more health for the Spirit Stone. Because why not? All the way back over there. Great. You're doing pretty good. From what I hear and read on occasion, sometimes people take like 400 hours to beat Act 1 because they keep restarting the game. Persona 5 is a JRPG, like a turn-based, but it's also a lot of dialogue and cutscenes and stuff, to my understanding. See, I've seen gameplay for it, and it doesn't appeal to me.
The rot shall creep.
And I play a lot of games. I think I'm a pretty good judge of games characters. It just doesn't have that, like when I see it, it doesn't give me that spark. Honestly, I would say that's probably true for most more modern CRP or not CRPGs, JRPGs. There aren't a lot that appeal to me. Maybe the most recent was Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, they're challenging games. Even when I played it, the first one was it could be a bit of a slog. I also played a little bit of it with the Miz's, and so that we made it as far as Act 2. The Act 1 boss gave us a fair bit of trouble. Alright, how many of those do I have now? Do I have all 4? I do have 4, so I just purify the king. Well, according to Titus Hardy, it was Titus Hardy and the Hardy Boys. But I suspect that there's a little more to it. I think someone else may have done it, and they're taking the fall for that person. Because it's harder to arrest a group of people, and they don't. I guess they don't really care if they get in trouble or not, because they quote unquote own that town. Well, I don't mind the novel aspect. I love story and dialogue. And no, I mean, yeah, the combat isn't just like surface level stuff, but it's just the whole style, the aesthetic of the game. It's not my jam. See, even that wouldn't bother me. I'm a pretty patient gamer. Well, Titus said he did. Titus and the Hardy Boys said that they did that. When I spoke to them, they straight up confessed to it. So I mean, I don't necessarily think they did. I think that they played a role in it. I think that maybe someone else killed the Hanged Man, and then they are taking the fall for it. I think that the woman who they are covering for played a bigger role than we currently know right now. What is she doing? She just keeps running in there. She's not getting anything done. Yeah, I think him and the Hardy Boys are covering for the lady driver that we're looking for. So I think she was the one that the mercenary had sexually assaulted. And so I think she killed the mercenary, and then they're covering for her. Because even Measurehead said that the Hardy Boys had got tangled up with the lady driver, and he didn't approve of it. You know, actually, I sympathize with Titus Hardy because that's the type of people I grew up with. You know that. So I get where he's coming from. Actually, I like Titus Hardy's character. He's a bit of a jerk, but that he has reason to. Yeah, I mean, that's basically like a lot of my family's like that. People I worked with, people my family's worked with. That's right up my alley. They weren't members of a union or anything, but similar kind of gruffness to them. There was another monster collection game that came out recently. It had the name Monster in it. I think someone actually mentioned it in the chat as well, but I was keeping up with it previously. Let me see. Oh, Monster Sanctuary. It's feel like Pokemon. That's something you can check out. No, because he's looking out for his own. It's a very inclusive type of people. So if you're not part of the in crowd, then you're an outsider and you need to be distrusted. But once you're accepted to that's why right now I'm trying to prove my authority to him, because I think once I prove myself to him, he'll accept me. I mean, he has a bit of a superiority complex. You see it a lot in the military, too. People are like that a lot. But it's like they form a clique, and they're very loyal to their clique, to their own guys. But yeah, I mean, he's a working class guy. You know, he's a blue collar guy. And a very like labor intensive career, and you'll see it a lot like with construction, masonry. You know, those types of careers, people like Titus Hardy.
Try a little harder, heroes.
See, I like a lot of narrative in games. That doesn't bother me. I mean, most of the games I play on my channel are like, what, 70% text? So, and most of them aren't even voice acted. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole high school theme. I don't like that. I mean, some games I guess I don't mind playing as kids, but I guess I tend to avoid it if I can. I think it helps that if I played the game when I was a kid, so like Chrono Trigger. Actually, I don't even know how old Chrono is supposed to be in Chrono Trigger. I'm pretty sure he's like a kid or a teenager. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of high school aesthetics. Or like high school themed stories. Like, I think I'm a little too old for that. I mean, I'm not saying you're too old to enjoy good storytelling, but for me, personally, it's not my cup of jam. Oh, Amber, you're in the way. Oh, she's getting a lot of followers. I'm not necessarily bothered by it. It's just it doesn't draw me in.
Fear the night.
Like when I look at a game, there's a certain like sensation I get. Like I'm like, oh man, I look forward to playing this game. Like something, like there's a spark there. And Persona is just one of the games that doesn't do it for me. There's a lot of games like that. Like Dark Souls, I don't get that spark with Dark Souls. I didn't try playing it though. I played through the first one a couple times. Some other popular games. Red Dead Redemption 2. The spark wasn't there for me with that game either. It was like, like I played and enjoyed the first one. And the second one came out, and I just didn't have any interest in it. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. I'm gonna... I mean, we're looking for our guns, so I'm sure that's gonna come up at some point. Hey, you jerk. How should be doing so well? She only has 4 dice. I have so many dice just for my equipment. How does she... She has so many dice. What the heck? Wait, blast me to which one? Because I named a few games I didn't like Dark Souls and Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, I'm sure if I played them, I would enjoy them. It's just... Like, looking at them, there's no spark there, and so I don't want to pursue it. Plus, I have so many other games that I want to play. Of course, she kills me. I'm right at my quest, that jerk. Does that hold into my spirit stones when I die? I think so. Yeah, good. I'm still on the right track then. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I think I like the first Dark Souls more than the other ones, just based on the aesthetic. Because I played a little bit of Dark Souls 2, like the tutorial area. That was about it. Like, they got rid of like the bulky look of the characters. They're all like, all the armor and stuff is all wispy and cloth looking. I don't like the aesthetic they went with. I mean, Dark Souls 2 does have my favorite armor set in the franchise, the trailer. I forgot what it's called. I actually have a little statue of it because I bought Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition for whatever reason. I don't know why I did that, but I have the statue of the character from the trailer. Because he has that... The armor has like the mohawk type thing on the top. I forgot what it's called. Like the fur collar and like the blue tabard. Yeah, so another game that I can't stand. So I do enjoy the Fire Emblem franchise. I haven't played it in ages. Like the newest Fire Emblem, where you're a teacher at a school. Like, the whole dynamic is just creepy to me. I can't stand it. 'Cause you romance the students and stuff, and the whole thing is just... I can't stand it. That was just weird. I know it's supposed to be like the biggest like fan service Final Fantasy or Fire Emblem game, and it just... I watched a Let's Play of it. Because my favorite Let's Player was playing it, and I couldn't stomach. Unless it was like the combat missions, I think I like fell asleep because I didn't care for the school life. Yeah, my personal top 3 is a little different. Like, Chrono Trigger's up there. KOTOR is number 1, just hands down. Dragon Age Origins, of course. Obviously other, like, major CRPGs, like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, things like that. They don't really have a set number, except for, I think, KOTOR. KOTOR is definitely number 1. Yeah, it's been happening a lot more lately. At least back in like the 90s, it wasn't as common. I'm thinking like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI era, which are my 2 favorite JRPGs. And just 2 of my favorite RPGs of all time anyway. Final Fantasy VI is the best Final Fantasy. And Chrono Trigger is just a fantastic game. Yeah, KOTOR. Yeah, KOTOR's number 1, man. Which is funny. I know I've mentioned it on the channel before, but I haven't played KOTOR 2 because my disc for the Xbox was messed up. And so when I got to a certain part on a certain planet, it would just crash no matter what I did.
By my name, take heed.
So I'm looking forward to playing through KOTOR 2 for the first time, eventually on the channel. I don't know anything about all that. I don't keep with the franchise that much. Last game I played was with Elwood and Hector. And then I watched a couple Let's Plays. I watched a Let's Play of the one with like the 2 factions, like the Knight faction and then the Samurai faction. And I watched a Let's Play of the most recent one with the school. The Knight and Samurai faction one was decent, but the more recent one I thought was awful. See, that's fine. You like it because of the aesthetic. I don't like it because of how they got rid of like a lot of the bulky armor. I think they still have Havel's armor throughout all the series, which is pretty cool. But I want more like, what's his name? Black Iron Tarkus. That's the armor that I used in the first game. I don't know if they maintain that through the rest of the series, but a lot of the armor is just like what you see people play with online all the time. It's all like that thin, wispy crap so they can roll fast, but it doesn't look good. Yeah, that one was the bee's knees, man. I still have it in my Game Boy Advance case in my closet. Yeah, Tarkus was cool, man. The armor set was awesome. I used the armor set and I used the Zweihander. Oh, I have no idea. I enjoyed it, so I didn't keep up with. I never beat it. Just had fun playing it when I was was that in middle school at the time? I'm gonna try to be better. Probably this way. And it's really, well, it's the only Final Fantasy, or not Final, I keep saying that. It's the only Fire Emblem game that I played. The rest of them I've just seen gameplay of. No, Tarkus is from Dark Souls. You can find his armor set. He was killed by the golem, wasn't he? Who, Tarkus? I don't remember that. I think, as far as I made it into that game, like the Dragon Riders, Wyvern Riders started showing up. And then I think my batteries died and I just never got around to playing it anymore. Yeah, I kind of remember what that looks like. 'Cause I did watch some of that video's lore stuff on it. I think he covered the dancer at some point. His Prepare to Cry series. Yeah, my absolute favorite character in Dark Souls was the Onion Knight. Then followed by Black Iron Tarkus. I think Tarkus's armor set was the coolest in the game. Yep, because I'd run a Zweihander, fully upgraded with, I'd use the Pyromancy Power Within spell, where it damages your health over time, but gives you increased attack power. While rocking my heavy armor. Yeah, well, I plan on emulating, so I never beat Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, and at one point I was planning on streaming that because I enjoyed it and never got around to beating it. Because I didn't focus on leveling up my main character, and then there's a fight where you have to solo with your main character, and I was not prepared for it. I like the Endless Space and Endless Legends as well. I love the Endless franchise. In case you haven't seen it, I have played Endless, or Dungeon of the Endless on my channel a few times. Yeah, KOTOR's not a hard game, just the narrative, and I enjoy the combat system all together. I mean, it wasn't like, I know it's not hard, but it's fun. No, I never got around to playing the DLC for the Old Republic. I was saving that for the Jedi Guardian and the Sith Marauder? Sith Warrior? Because I was told that the stories are better for the Force-sensitive classes. The Lion Throne. Is that like a mod for Fire Emblem? I paused. Do a lot of pausing. Yeah, I love me some real time with pause. That's mostly what I play on the channel, so I'm a bit of a fan. But yeah, I like the combat system from like KOTOR and Dragon Age Origins. It's casual, but it can also, I mean, it can ramp up in difficulty. I mean, KOTOR, I don't think I'll ever struggle with KOTOR again because of how familiar I am with the game. I say that now, and then watch me when I Let's Play it die frequently, but we'll see. I'll look into it then. Well, I won't have time to play it anytime soon. This whole year is booked. There might even be a brief stint where I play 4 games at a time. I don't want to do 4 games at a time, but it might happen.
Let my rule be heard.
See, I don't use that. I mostly do physical. I just use the lightsaber. And I've done runs. I've used a blaster rifle to beat the game. I've used. I haven't done dual wield blaster pistols yet. That's one build I haven't done. I've done every other build though. Oh, Dragon Age 1 is better than Inquisition. Inquisition has its moments, but it's... They made it so dumb. Like, the war table's dumb, the areas are too big. Like, you have to grind out for potion upgrades and stuff. Like, they tried to make it too open world, but it's just, it doesn't work, because most of the world is empty. Yeah, heal and force speed. Shoot, I don't remember the name of it now. And valor, the valor one that increases your intelligence and stuff like that. Yeah, Inquisition. It felt weird, right? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. It felt weird. Like, I've read online, someone theorized that they made it that way, and like having to wait out the war table mission so people would go play the multiplayer and spend money on those little loot boxes they had. And I believe it. I can see that being the, I don't know, I want to give Dragon Age 2 an honest shot, because when I first played it, I was bitter the whole time, and I think it soured my experience with the game for sure. I went extremely biased. I want to give it another chance. You know, being older and less biased about it. Yeah, I actually own all the Dark Souls and all their DLC. It's on my Xbox though, so I'm probably never gonna get around to playing it. That 30 FPS lock is just not. It's hard to go back to it. Alright, couldn't cast that. Just get out of my. Oh, it costs 3? Shoot. Might just go after this guy. He's just standing here. Hey, money. Yeah. Were you playing on the hardest difficulty? Well, even on the hardest difficulty, it's not hard if you know what you're doing. It's not a complex game. I haven't played Andromeda. I have no opinion on the game. Yeah, Origins definitely led the charge on like environmental spellcasting. I think I can't think of another example before it. I mean, I don't know every game in existence, so obviously I have a limited scope here. Next turn I win if this guy doesn't chase me out, or if they don't teleport me out, because I have the 4 Spirit Stones. I can beat the king. Yeah, the only actual hard part is the first planet, and if you go do the arena, like first thing, the tournament, and fight Bendoc, Star Killer. Like first thing before you like go down below the city and stuff. But even then, if you know like the strategies behind it, it's not difficult. And also depending on which version you played, the game was easier. Xbox was a little easier if you're using a dual-wield lightsaber. Not dual-wield, a double-bladed lightsaber, because it didn't actually count as dual-wielding. So you didn't get a penalty on the attacks like you do on PC. Yeah, Dragon Age Origins was pretty challenging. Especially, you know, that one unexpected dragon fight for a companion quest, and I don't usually have a problem with the dragonlings in the forest, because that's usually the place I go last. So I'm usually leveled up and, you know, rolling with my build at that point. Now the DLC for Dragon Age Origins, if you're playing on Nightmare, was it the Golems of Amgarak? Where you fight that, like, aberration. I had to cheese it. Like, I hid in a corner where he couldn't hit me, and I'd pop out, like, I'd heal up with a mage, and then I'd pop out and do some damage, and then run back into my corner where he couldn't reach me, and recharge my mana, and keep doing that back and forth. See, I think the problem with the Andromeda, I don't think Andromeda... Again, I haven't played it, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. I think Andromeda wasn't necessarily a bad game, but is being held to the standard of the other Mass Effect games. So when I play it, I'm going to go into the open mind when I eventually play it, because I will, and you know, form my own opinion. But I think that's what happened. People are comparing it to the original trilogy, which isn't fair to Andromeda. It's not like they named it Mass Effect 4, so like I don't think it should be compared to the original trilogy. Yeah, of course. Of course it was buggy. Vehicles disappear. Yeah, I mean, I haven't bought it yet. I'll get it when it's like really, really cheap. Mass Effect was great. Like, it's a great sci-fi saga. He's gonna kill me. I was gonna win next turn, you jerk. How does he have so many defensive dice? HOLW? Well, what game was better than Mass Effect a year later? I love Mass Effect 1 and 2. I haven't played 3, so I don't have an opinion on that one either. Because I burned myself out on Mass Effect, so I never got around to playing it. What RPG came out that was better than Mass Effect? I think Mass Effect is a fantastic franchise. Like just the scope and it's great. Like, it's a great science fiction saga. Like when they released the legendary trailer for the legendary edition that comes out this month, actually. I got chills. I was excited. Like, oh, it was so good. Do love me some Mass Effect.
By my name, take heed.
I feel like Karth and Acid, the guy that voice acted Karth, I thought I remembered hearing his voice recently in something else. Yeah, I'll give Andromeda an honest shot whenever I get around to playing it. If I ever get around to playing it. I intend to. The same with Dragon Age 2. I want to go back and replay Dragon Age 2 and try to appreciate it instead of hating on it because I couldn't play a dwarf. Did they get rid of grenades in Mass Effect 2? I wouldn't say it was COD. not a first-person shooter. It's not as fast-paced. There's still some like tactical elements to it by giving your squad mates commands. Yeah, COD's not a cover shooter though. It's COD is a commando knifing game. I'm gonna disagree with that. COD isn't a cover shooter. It's a more of a reaction-based. Like when I think cover shooter, I think Gears of War. You know, COD is more of just a fast-paced run and gun style shooter. Mass Effect 2 isn't a FPS game. Neither is Gears of War. Yeah, it's a little reminiscent of Gears of War. The cover base. But there's still more to it, because you still have your squad, you have your... Oh, he's gonna win. This son of a gun. Yeah. I love a lot of games, but I also play a lot of games, so I have a lot of love to give. I don't hate mini games. My hate's reserved for games that I can't complete. Because they're broken or, yeah, whatever other reason. Yeah, I never played 3 either. I wanted to, just... Because the way I approached the Mass Effect series is I'd play the first one. I played the first one, and then when the second one came out, I played the first one and the second one. The third one came out, so I played the first one. And I think I started the second one again. Or I never made it through the first one a third time. I wanted to play through the series each time, like, and revisit the previous games. Hey, I got a new ring, right? Yeah, Mass Effect 1 is my favorite as well. And, you know, if you don't want to play 3, you can always, as Get Dave once said, take the golden path in 2 and make sure that there's not a third game. So what does Amethyst do? Let's do another game. That took over an hour to play. Wasn't a great game. That dude had so much rot. There was no way to beat that guy. I mean, I got beat by him early on when I should have beat him. He only had 4 health. But yeah, I know about the DLC for Mass Effect 3 and how it should have been in the main game since it's extremely relevant to the plot. I'm gonna play Horus again. I want to see what this does. Is that worth? I mean, I guess it's not worth. Let's try Horus again. I want to win a game with him. Coffee? I drink generic coffee. I don't drink anything fancy. I just buy like the really cheap big things of it and make it really dark. Still haven't played 3, so I can't say that. But yeah, I enjoyed 1 and 2. The only my biggest well, I have 2 grievances with 2. 1, you can have Rex in your party, and 2, I hated how the scanning was handled in Mass Effect 2 for the planets. It took up so much time. Yeah, Horus the horse, who's a badger. You got it.
Heroes after my throne.
Honestly, I like the setting in Oblivion more. I know Morrowind's really cool and neat, but I like the like. I'm a pretty vanilla guy. Like I like my martial classes and stuff like that. So I like the generic like medieval fantasy setting. Yeah, Fallout 4 definitely has better gameplay than 3, but I like 3 more. Alright, I don't really care for the Warlock, but I do want the fight, so we're gonna go after that. Hey, it should be right in front of me, right? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is the Horus Heresy. You have not Ferris Manus, sorry. Lemon Rust right here. Let's see. A rat. I don't know. Conrad Kurz, I guess. He's kind of radish. And I think there's another whoop over here, so we'll just say Lionel Johnson. Well, this would be Lionel Johnson. I don't know. What's River? I don't know. I got nothing for her. Honestly, Skyrim would have benefited from just more armor in general. The best armor in the game was the carved Nordic armor. I think it's what it was called. That is Lorgar? Okay. Alright, you can save face for your Primarch. Yeah, gameplay in Mass Effect 2 is really good, and I enjoy a lot of the characters, but not having Rex, and again, the planet scanning just, it irked me so much. Like, Mass Effect 1, all you had to do was press A, if you're playing on it with a controller, of course, and it just scans the whole planet for you. Mass Effect 2, you have to sit there and, like, scan the whole thing. It takes forever. And maybe there's a way to speed it up that I just wasn't seeing. But that was aggravating. Alright, perfect. I can get rid of all of these cards. I can do that to my boy Rex. Rex and Garrus, those are my my bros. Mass Effect 2 I have to settle for Tali and Garrus because they're the only two that are with you in every game. Unless you have a DLC. The DLC that gives you the Asari. I can't remember her name. Take care, man. Take care, man. Hope you enjoyed the stream while you're here. Get you some sleep. Yeah, probably. And also, they got rid of the whole Mako thing. I mean, Mass Effect 1 was defined by the Mako. That was the experience right there. Yeah, take scare.
Arise, black beast.
Yeah, Tali, definitely not my favorite companion. Definitely prefer my Rex and Garrus. And I know they gave you another Krogan. They give you Grunt, but he's no Rex. I mean, there was nothing like cruising around the Mako and then a Thresher Maw bursts out of the ground, and then you're suddenly in a fight with the Thresher Maw. Like, that was cool. There's so many just like cool moments in that game. I forgot the name of the planet, but the one that has like that plant that's mind controlling everybody. That was a cool sequence. Obviously, the Thresher Maw is really cool as well. And like exploring in the Mako in the first one, like finding all those like alien ruins, you have no idea what they are. You just go up to them and it gives you like a dialogue box that you read. It was super cool. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of romances in most games. I do it because it's there, but there's not many characters that actually appeal to me. Tali is probably one of my favorite romances in general in games. Really, she's the only one that comes to mind. Maybe Morrigan from Dragon Age Origins. Definitely, well, Morrigan also makes sense. I think hers is handled well, and plot-wise, it fits the narrative extremely well. If you carry over your stuff into Inquisition. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool moments in Mass Effect. Like, the whole thing is so, like, epic in scale, and there's so much going on, and it feels good to do that. Like, you know, seeing the whole fleet come together and, you know, stop the Reaper, this, you know, indomitable threat. But also, it's like, all those little moments, like finding these alien things that no one knows what they are and stuff like that. It's just, it's so sci-fi. Like, I don't know, I enjoy the whole experience. I've never heard of it, so... the only game that I can think of off the top of my head that I hate is Underworld Ascendant, because I played it on the channel in case you guys don't know. The game was awful. It was just so broken. There was no way... I literally could not complete the game. Yeah, they kind of turned the Reapers into chumps later on, and like the Reapers weren't even the main threat in 2, it was the Collectors. And then that boss fight at the end of 2 was also, I didn't like that. I haven't played Witcher 3, so I wouldn't know. I've only played the first one. Speaking of The Witcher, how do you guys feel about this show? Because personally, I really enjoy it. But I'm also not coming from The Witcher 3 watching it. I'm coming from Witcher 1 watching it. But I feel like they really got like the combat stuff down. Yeah, that's another game that I had no interest in playing. Catherine, like I saw it, I'm like, I'd never want to play this game. Just not my thing. I try to be really open-minded with games, and I'm willing to play anything once, but some games just don't provoke my interest. Yeah, that's a problem with the books and shows and movies. It's hard to enjoy them all. I don't need the Warlock, I'm just gonna get the sword. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was all fan service. I mean, demographically speaking, men buy the most games. And when you look at lewd games like that, there's a demographic they're targeting.
Step forward, hero. And so it is.
I thought The Witcher 3 looked really good. At some point, I was planning on playing through all of them on the channel. That's a huge undertaking. So is the Divinity franchise. So we'll see. We'll see where the channel goes. Yeah, it was a puzzle game. Yeah, the Ciri plotline was my least favorite part of the show. Obviously, just watching Geralt do his thing was more fun. Yeah, I do like the art style of this game. It's what initially drew me to it, was the art style. Because I didn't know what it was about, and I saw it on Steam. It does look pretty good. I wish that the in-game models matched up with the actual painted portraits a little better, because sometimes they look just a little too goofy in-game. But these guys right here, I think the Kingsguard are just super well designed. And of course they're dogs, because, you know, guard dogs. But yeah, Horus is my favorite character. Then she has the alternate skin for River. You can buy alternate skins if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Well, I mean, you can't expect a developer to put everything in the game that... Well, maybe you can, because Divinity Original Sin 2 added all those gift bags with all the quality of life fixes. But it depends on how long they can support the game as well. There's only so much a developer can do for a game before they have to stop developing it, because, I mean, when does, you know, the cost justify the work? Yeah, are you ever going to be done with your Stellaris run? Yeah, this game, I don't know how... I mean, I've been finding games pretty quick tonight. Usually when I try to find... I've tried to find multiplayer games a couple of times, and it didn't... it took a really long time. So I don't know how bustling the community is. Yeah, this game is pretty fun. And you can play it single player too, so if you can't find a game, I mean, the AI put up a decent fight sometimes. I think this guy's just trying to wait it out. I think he's just gonna waste everybody's time until we quit, I guess. What a jerk. I mean, it's free. May as well equip it, right? Alright, where's my quest at? I think it's up here. Yeah, all the way over there. Don't you give that to me. Alright, yeah, you keep that, you jerk. Yeah, I was under the impression no one actually finished this Stellaris run. They just kept restarting. Or they just mod it until it doesn't work anymore, and then they start again. Yeah, well, there's a whole like genre of games for people that are into that. Another one of those genres is just not my cup of tea. I like isometric games. Like, really, if the game's isometric, I'm gonna give it a look-see. So something, I don't know, something I guess nostalgic about it. Why'd she go that way? I didn't see what level these guys were. Does it show you on here? No, it doesn't show you. Actually, I'm pretty sure I played against this player before, when I first played multiplayer off camera. Same skin, and I recognize the name as well. Unless she was my last game. Fern and Fire. Also, Nocti Nox, if you do get this game, I don't think it's being supported by the developers anymore, so keep that in mind as well when you're getting it. I think it's dead in the water at this point. Especially on console. I don't think console has the most recent update, which is like 2 years old at this point. Yeah, so if you get it PC, PC is the most complete version. I mean, it's a complete game, but it's no longer getting updates as far as I know. Like, no more DLC, no more characters and stuff like that. So I want to fight her. I could probably take her. She only has 3 health. I mean, I thought that last game too, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I can just make it to my quest. I think that's more important. Where's she going? Yeah, Bayonetta's fun. Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. I haven't played most... I mean, I didn't play Bayonetta. I haven't played most of the Devil May Cry games. I played the first one, and I played the, like, the remake of just Devil May Cry with the young Dante. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for my quest, because I can move the Knight out of the... or the King's Guard out of the way. Just scoot my way up here. I can go over here. Betty's Bargain Brew is over there. Go 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. 2 turns away from my quest that way. Then they added Bayonetta to Super Smash Brothers. I wasn't super into the competitive scene of it. I just played casually. I didn't even have a DS. I played on my buddy's DS. Nope, do not enter, thank you. But supposedly Bayonetta was like super busted. On Super Smash Brothers. Oh, Chaos Legion? Heck yeah. I played a demo of that. I had a demo disc for it. I never had the complete game. God, it was so much fun to play.
This should be
and it was just this past year, I think, that I remembered it. And I was like searching the internet for it. It took me a little bit longer than it should have. But yeah, Chaos Legion was the bee's knees, at least from the demo that I played. Yeah, Chaos Legion was awesome. Like, they would summon all the different like little units. Super cool. I've replayed that demo a lot. Same, it may have been on the same disc because it was on the PlayStation 2. Maybe it was the same disc as Fire Warrior. I don't know anything about the female character. Only the red-haired guy was the only one that was available when I played it on the demo. I like the crossbow guys. Crossbow guys, and there was like the sword and shield guys, or just the shield guys. I don't remember. Come on! Oh man, they countered my whole character. What do I say to that? Yeah, Chaos Legion is really cool. I wanted to get an emulator for it and actually play through the whole game. I'm starting to think that Legend of Dragoon is never going to get that remake that's been rumored for, you know, decades. I might have to emulate that as well. Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, that game was really cool. I just never like committed to looking for it when I went to like GameStop or EB Games, whatever it was. I think it was EB Games at the time. It was EB Games, then they all turned into GameStop. We had like 3 GameStops within like a mile radius of each other for 10 years. I don't know. Something stupid like that. Because there was one at like next to a Target, and there's one right across the road in a little shopping mall. And then if you go up the road like half a mile or so, the mall is there, like our town mall, and there was another GameStop inside there. Something I'm saving for the channel. Usually if I say I haven't played a game, it's because I'm saving it for the channel. There's a few exceptions like Persona and stuff, games that don't appeal to me. But yeah, when it came out, I'd already started planning my Let's Play channel. I've been planning it since like 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. And so there's a lot of games that I skipped over, intending to play them on the channel. And I substituted it with League of Legends, so... Oh man, what a waste of my life. Whoops. Drop my water. They may as well equip it, right? I don't need the Spirit Stone. I'll take the risk. It's 70% chance. Yeah, I like over-the-top action, stuff like that. Bayonetta, DMC, Darksiders to an extent. I've only played the first Darksiders. Just as a disclaimer. Yeah, and the worst part was I had stopped playing it several times. I was legitimately addicted to it. Because I played it back when it first came out. I played it for like hardcore for a couple of years. I joined the military, so I couldn't really play it very often. I still kept up with it, like it still consumed my life. I would watch games a lot, but my internet in the barracks was awful, so I couldn't actually play it. I got out of the military, got back into it really hard, and then one night I was sitting there as playing. I had a guy rage quit on my team, and I was upset about that. I played another game, it went okay. I think we lost. And then I played another game. And at the time, like, ADCs were super weak. And the guy that was put in the ADC role, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go Victor bot. Is that okay? Because ADCs aren't good right now. Everybody's like, yeah, sure, man. Just, you know, as long as you play well, we don't care. He dies twice. within like, I don't know, the first few minutes of the game. Blames us for all of his deaths. We're like 5 minutes into the game. We're still in laning phase. Like, it's no one else's fault but his own for not knowing how to, not playing well. He rage quits. And then at that time I was like, you know what? Well, thank you for that. I stopped playing for like a year and a half. Then my buddy convinced me to get back into it. And then I got into it really hard for a little while. And now I'm done. I haven't touched it since. Hey, Vigo, I don't want to hear that, alright? You keep that to yourself. That's for the best, Chio. You don't want to get into that. League of Legends is awful. And it's not managed well. Like, even like the Riot itself is just an awful company. They're not managed well. I don't know if you guys saw the recent thing where they had one of their security, quote, security professionals go after this fan-made project, Chrono Shift. But it was hilarious. Everyone thought it was fake because of how it was worded. Like, it was not a professional notice in any regard. Yeah, that's not too many favors. Actually, I just got 5 magic. I can do whatever I want. Go and play that, I guess. And where's my quest at? I need to pay more attention. All the way over there. Yeah, when I first started playing, I played with my friends. I didn't touch ranked, and then I got into ranked, stopped playing with my friends, and it just became a obsession, that grind. Starting to see that number go up. I mean, I made it to Diamond promos by myself with... I mean, technically I've been playing it for a long time, but I didn't actually play it for most of that time. Like, for 5 years, I couldn't play it, so... Alright, buddy. I don't want to beat you, so... what to do? I'm gonna burn this card, just get out of my hand. The community used to not be as bad. It's gotten really bad. I don't know, because I played back when people were still figuring things out, like there was no meta or anything. Like, you wouldn't even have a jungler sometimes. You'd have 2 people playing top. You'd have 2 top, 2 bot, 1 mid. Me and my buddy, we used to run 2 top. Xin Zhao and Jarvan. Whew. Oh, you jerk. That's fine, I'm closer to my quest now. Yeah, I am now too. I don't have the time to waste on League of Legends anymore. Because usually what you see on the channel is what I'm playing. I have picked up Vermintide 2 again with the release of the Chaos Waste expansion. I've been playing that a bit. Yeah, resource-free champions, and there's champions that have so much in their kit. I mean, I ended up being a Darius main once he came out. Before that, I played a lot of Wukong. Like, Darius, as strong as he is, he can easily be outplayed by a lot of the new champions because he has to literally just run at them. Because they all have dashes and blinks and untargetables and all these, like, crazy stuff, which is fine. I mean, they're keeping the game fresh for everybody. I think that's a smart move. But, like, the older champions just don't have a chance. Yeah, they've come under fire for a few things. I think they're currently in a lawsuit for like millions of dollars for making a list. Like, the executives made a list of who in their company they would have relations with. And so they're currently settling that out of court, I think, for millions of dollars. You say this gem, do you mean my channel or do you mean the game? Kyle Davis. Well, just don't kill them more than 13 times, because their power spike is when that 14th death, that's when they become OP. Yeah, I was a top player. Darius, Quinn, I think still has a bug with Darius and how their E's interact. Or I think it's just Darius that's bugged, actually. But Quinn could benefit from Darius's bug. And so I always banned Quinn. Not a very popular pick, but if anyone ever picked Quinn into my Darius, it was over. Though actually, Yasuo was one of my favorite matchups up top. Sometimes someone picks Yas top against Darius, and that's stupid. Because one of your abilities is completely useless against him. And then you always take Ghost on Darius, so like you're hardly ever going to hit your Qs anyway. Good times. Good times. Yeah, there weren't a lot of matchups I struggled with Darius. Quinn was the only one that I ever had trouble with. I was very comfortable against every other matchup. Kled, if it was a really good Kled, he could give me trouble. And Renekton if you're not too careful. Nope, that's about all you need to know. You got it down pat, Chio. It's one of the similar reason why I don't want anything to do with Twitch, because I don't think Twitch is managed well. I don't want to ever be a part of that. Yeah, best thing to do against Yas is just have a very early gank mid lane when he pushes in. Because you know how Yas players are, they sit there and mash E, and so they run out of dashes, easy gank mid lane. Boom. I had some really good moments in League of Legends. Back like season 1 or 2 maybe. I was playing with my buddies and it was ridiculous. I was playing Mordekaiser, like old school Mordekaiser. And there was this enemy Shaco, and it was just me and him, like just going at it. Like our teams were just cannon fodder. Like they were basically minions at that point. And like we both had like 30 or 40 kills or something absurd. And it was just like two titans fighting each other. It was awesome. We ended up losing, but it was one of my most like fun experiences in League of Legends. And multiplayer games in general. It was awesome. Me and that Shaco just went to town. I've heard of Astral Chain. I don't know what it is, but I have heard of it. Yeah, and I just like the way it's managed. If I'm going to stream on it on the platform, like I want something that's consistent, and YouTube's fairly consistent. I know people have their grievances, but I'm fine with it. I recognize that they're a corporation, and I'm subject to their rules on their platform. So whatever happens, happens. And plus, like, all my videos are on YouTube, so if I'm going to stream, I may as well stream on the platform people are already watching my stuff on, you know? It's more convenient. They don't have to, like, subscribe or make an account somewhere else. It's all just right here. You know, I like having everything consolidated. I like to keep things simple. Yeah, it's always fun. No, I love, like I play Darius, and I just run into the back line with Ghost and Righteous Glory, and just charge in, grab their back line, smash them, you know, execute them, and then just start executing everybody. Darius is so much fun. Like, he was a power trip. Like, he's one of the few champions I think really feels like his lore is supposed to feel. Like, what is, how he's described in lore. Yeah, I mean, League can be fun. It's really just the time that you have to play it if you want to. Well, if you want to do ranked, of course, and a lot of the players. But any multiplayer games like that, you want to cross. Like even today, I played some Vermintide 2 this morning after I was done recording, and I joined this guy's game. And there were 2 other players there in the keep waiting to start the game, but they didn't move when I went down to start the game. And so I assumed they were AFK, so I left. And I leave and I join Quick Play again. I happened to join their game again, and the guy was calling me out over voice chat. You know, he's calling me a monkey for whatever reason. I was like, I thought you guys were AFK. I only have so much time to play this, so I need to make sure like y'all weren't moving. So I waited for a little while, and so yeah, toxicity and everything. And that's having a PvP game. That's you're playing with other people against Skaven. Like, there's no reason for that toxicity. Which I'm glad he showed his cards and end up in a game with him, and trying to actually carry him through, Legendary. Because people like that don't deserve to be carried.